you. Apparently you can drive and you don't care too much for rules and regulations. There's millions of dollars flowing illegally into this country every day. Untaxable and untraceable goods, illegal merchandise, weapons, everything. And all of it needs to be brought in. And that's where we come in. Listen to Radio Girl, she'll tell you what to do. We work as a team, you, me, and the rest of the forgotten. Ignore everyone else or you'll get us in real trouble.
The main storyline places you as a smuggler within Exotic Imports, a contract company commanded by Frank Luger that is tasked with delivering supplies to the Liberation Faction, a rebellion group deep within Russia that is working against the government. Your missions will take you to different countries along the way, and in contact with a variety of different contacts, each with their own agenda. Due to the speed of your cars, missions generally take less than 5 minutes to complete, giving nice, bite-sized bits of gameplay that you can enjoy for as little or as long as your schedule allows. The big draw of Warzones is, well, the draw size. It's the sheer size of the map, and not only that, but the amount of terrain diversity within the maps themselves is impressive. Speeding over mountains and using them as your own personal ramp is great, and made all the more satisfying when you end up soaring over a well-timed train, landing within the checkpoint boundaries at the last second. Each vehicle has its own handling pros and cons, which helps to limit the frustration. If you're having a tough time with a mission route, change your vehicle. Maybe the Baja truck will handle those corners a bit better than the Sahara Special SUV.
This has gotta go.
Mad cause I got my dick sucked and my ball flick. Forfeit, the game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the N-O-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali. 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 If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the west. See some nice breath in the west. Smoke some nice sets in the west. Y'all niggas is a mess, thinking I'm gon' stop. Giving LA props. All I got is beef with those that violate me. I shall annihilate thee. Case closed, suitcase filled with clothes, linens and things. I begin things. People start to flash. 818-213s, 313s, BIG frequently.
Well, American Wasteland, it's a departure for us, so we gave it a new title, and it's basically all takes place in LA, the epicenter of skating's roots, and it's LA as one giant level, so there's no load time between different areas, you know what I mean? You can skate from East LA to Santa Monica and explore everything in between, and it's really good.
Very nice. Now, there's some other major departures as well. Like you're going back to classic mode, like you've done that before, but classic mode is all new levels, all new experiences from what I hear?
Yeah, well, we like to explore the levels from previous games with all the new technology that we have. So that's an exciting fact for the diehard game, the diehard fans. The tale is very much based in the history of skating, in the 70s, and some legendary figures like Tony Alva's in the game. You've got to sort of, I can't give it too much away, but basically you're uncovering a Valhalla skating facility.
Oh, nice. Now the rumors I've heard some rumors you'll be able to pedal in this game.
Yeah,
some spokes and some cars.
We added a bike in there, and we actually added some new technology to the bike. It's not just like the regular controls that people are used to.
Very nice, very nice. Now, what's the future for the franchise? Because if you add anything more, it's going to be Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you're going to be able to take over everything. What?
The apocalypse wiped out everything except gangs, guns, cars, and fences. Twisted Metal Black meets Grand Theft Auto, says electronic game RoadKill. Prepare for the ultimate mission-based car combat experience.
I would like to welcome you to Uncle Woody's Fun Park.
Oh, you messing with the wrong.
Starting today. What more could you want?
More than 30 different missions to experience.
Go over to the Palace Hotel and pick up any scrap you can find. Then pick up some weapons. If you can handle that, I might have another job for you.
An arsenal of 40 destructive vehicles and 17 potent weapons at your disposal. Drive to survive through more than 30 chaotic missions.
Do we understand each other? No. I don't think you do.
Destroy your enemies in 4-player deathmatch.
Ooh, that had to hurt. You've got to earn some respect first, mate. And respect don't come easy around here.
Unleash destruction with your own gang. And don't forget your wingman. Your conscience may be empty, but your car is fully loaded. RoadKill.
This time, there's nowhere he can't go. In Spider-Man 2, the game, you have the freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want. Use amazing new abilities to hop from blacktop to rooftop and save the city one crime at a time.
He's always there. Whenever someone comes close to wiping out this miserable city, he swings in at the last moment.
Spider-Man! Over here!
Flaunting his powers. It's sickening. He has forgotten the crimes he committed against me. Now he'll pay. You destroyed my life.
Don't do it, Octavius.
I will destroy you.
Look out!
You interfere with me at that old woman's peril.
No!
Look, it's Spider-Man!
Come on, Spider. Let's take this guy out.
Octavius!
This time, go anywhere. Do anything. And stop Doc Ock.
This ends now.
Indeed it does.
Spider-Man 2, the game.
So this is the first time in a Spider-Man game when you can actually play as hero or villain. There are basically two storylines that kind of combine in one at different points throughout the game.
When Peter Parker was a boy, his dad and his best friend Eddie Brock's dad worked together to create what's called the Venom suit. And it was supposed to be a cure for cancer. 10 years later, Eddie has found a sample of this suit.
Eddie takes this as an opportunity because he's got a dark side, and he basically consumes this formula. And what it does is it just makes this instant transformation into him as Venom.
Spidey swings on his webs everywhere he goes. He crawls on walls. He's able to jump a little bit. You can web guys up and yank them under you and punch them in the face as they go by and then step on their head and do backflips off onto the next guy.
We reduce some of the number of buttons that you have to press to swing, and the end result is that Spider-Man's locomotion is now able to be picked up in a matter of 5 minutes by a kid who walks in and sees it at a demo.
It's all about the superheroics. You're saving people's lives. You're making sure that New York survives to see another day. first time ever, we get to play the bad guy as well, which is Venom. Basically the anti-Spider-Man. And yes, just like Spider-Man, Venom climbs on walls, but he doesn't swing on webs. He's got a super jump, so his locomotion is completely different. He's also stronger than Spider-Man, so the player gets to throw cars around in Times Square at one point in the game.
And he has these tentacles that come out, and we refer to them as tentacle attacks.
Using his tentacles to wrap people up and feed on them and steal their souls, basically.
They really both personify a good character and an evil character.
America, 1870. War has robbed you of everything you held dear. There's no one to go home to. But there is somewhere you can go. West. A place where there is no law. Now let's have your guns. West. To a place where every vice you can imagine is available. He ain't getting a poke for us. Your will to survive will take you a long way.
Hang him in the morning.
Come on, shoot the rope! I am Colton. Gun. It's my story.
It fans out in both directions onto side missions and other special things, and as a player you can get into, you arrive into town, you don't immediately have to go on a task. You can go and explore the world some, and you can do it at your own pace.
Then I'm bringing the sheriff a bag full of their hands, handling any man that is planning to stand in my path, because I'm heavy-handed with every bandit I wrangle with, and we're in a century that has an anti-ambulance. It's the best pecker, best brandy and bandages. What I'm rat-tat-tatting on my Gatling guns, blast attack faster than my battling puns. I'm at in my one hand and another in the other, so get running for cover. Or would you rather be murdered? Shots, I'm licking them off like the sugar on my cherry strudel. Yummy. I'm quick on the draw, calm and merry doodle. I'm getting reward money to bury people, and as a result, I never need to be very frugal. Unless you want your tupo, pay the dentist. I break rackets as if it's an angry game of tennis. Don't hate the player, no, hate the business. I make a living from wanted posters. Jay McGinnis. Forget a hook.
This here is New York City. 25 square miles of crowds, concrete. Crime so cold they'd wither the soul and freeze the blood. If I told you that a gangbanger could grow up to be a cop, would you believe me? There's a fine line a man walks when he dispenses justice in this town. And it's never easy when you're on your own.
If I'm not out in 6 minutes, you come in and guns blazing.
Got your back.
Officer down, all units respond.
Marcus, we need to talk.
Who killed my partner?
There's obviously a conspiracy. We don't know who's on the tape.
TCNY City Guide welcomes you to the Big Apple, the most exciting place on the planet. Nightlife. Getting around. Fine dining. In this episode, we take a look at famous landmarks. New York's rich history can be seen in its architecture and landmarks. Go on a museum tour or take a stroll through Central Park.
Stop him! He stole my purse!
New York Police! Remember to bring your camera. so you can capture every precious moment.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's really bad out there. People out there, they doing too much. You guys are lucky I don't have my finger over the button, because I push it. I'm not playing. You need more than your hand slapping. Stop and stare, silver Mississippi. Straighten up your body when you dance, like on the fence. Silver Mississippi. Knock your head, open eyes, anybody with a white sheet on, not playing the ghost of Halloween, the rest of them on the city.
What do we got here?
Gunshot.
I found the slug. Wait a minute. Oh my.
They call it the City of Angels. Funny, in my 30 years here, I haven't seen a single one.
But this is too much.
You'll not listen? I burn your place! The General, here's your problem. We do the laundering and that's it. And stay out!
Nick, help me! Good Lord, they shooting at me. Smile on my face cause I'm trigger happy. Give me your gun, give me your knife. It's true crimes, better fuck your life. Hands up. Kids, hold your wife. It's true crimes, better tuck your ice. Clutch your purse, stash your cash. It's true crimes, I'm about to flag.
Man, get your ass out of the car.
Why you take my car? That's 1.5 million for the week.
Hands up, nice and easy.
It's a real-time GPS system. You could be playing the game, your girlfriend could call you on the phone and go, oh my God, I'm lost. And rather than going to the computer and doing the typical, pull up the website that has the maps on it, you're like, well, I'm in True Crime Streets of LA. Let me just go ahead and drive down to where you are.
Hey, that's a nice Motorola with GPS. Give me your knife. It's true crimes, better run for your life. Hide your kids, hold your wife. It's true crimes, better tuck your ice.
You lucky I ain't showing you my strong pimp hand.
Beanie in a beanie, got that magic stick. They in bikinis, eeny, meeny, let me take my pick. It's like I'm saying, Mr. Yo, is that your shit? The way I'm pimping in this game, it don't make you sick. I'm in the game with brain on the top. Listen, if you're freaking with my mission, you'll be meeting the more efficient, you know. Musician, I'm not so you listen and pay close attention, okay? Killer Miller, gorilla, the Mac Miller. Still, you don't give me record shit like Mecha Top Gorilla, yeah. Give me your gun, give me your knife. It's true crimes, better run for your life.
My name is Bruce Banner.
Bruce, they know you're out there, and they're coming for you.
I'm not a person anymore. I'm the Hulk.
Every single thing in this game is destructible. There's not one thing you can't destroy. There's not one thing you can't pick up and use as a weapon to your advantage, or what we call weaponization. Take that and transform it into a new object. So you can take a construction truck and smash it to pieces and rip off the ball and chain aspect of the construction truck and use the ball and chain as a weapon. Or take a missile truck, pull off the missiles and use them as ranged attacks. So you're not just being a melee character, you got ranged attacks as well. So everything from the free roaming aspect of the game, where you find the missions in the game, to the combat system, which has been enhanced, to the fantastic graphics, this length of the game.
The pillar for Hulk's movement was unstoppable movement. I can still remember the team meeting
where we showed Hulk jumping super high over the city, doing air dashes, and then smashing a helicopter in the air, running in software. And there was gasps around the room of, holy crap, we can do that? Oh man, we've got something.
Incredible Hulk, ultimate destruction. Experience the freedom to lose control.
Let's roll.
Not very good at this.
I have no insurance.
Whee! Got you now. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Whee! Calibart Man! I didn't do it.
In a quiet suburb, a diabolical plot is unfolding, and only one man can stop it.
Oh, do I have to?
The whole town's gone nuts. Security cameras, mysterious vans, crop circles.
Take the wheel! I'm not a terribly mobile person. And take to the streets!
Chest pain! Having chest pain!
To solve a mystery.
This conspiracy goes all the way to the top.
Play as your favorite Simpsons character and over 40 of Springfield's finest vehicles.
Eat Canyonero!
Best Simpsons game ever, says Electronic Gaming Monthly. Nintendo Power calls it a must-own for any Simpsons fan. It's time to save Springfield. By car. By foot. By the seat of your pants.
When's this going to start?
Oh, that's so fun it should be a felony.